They called it a basketball game. Sophie Cunningham treated it like a security contract. One shove sent Caitlin Clark sprawling, and before officials could dig their whistles out of their pockets, Sophie was already prowling mid-court, jaw set, eyes locked, daring anyone in a Sun jersey to blink wrong. From that instant, the tone flipped. Connecticut wasn't facing the fever. They were facing Clark and her newly activated personal bulldozer. By the final buzzer, the box score read, Indiana 88, Connecticut 71. But the real headline was simpler. Sophie Cunningham just rewired the WNBA's danger system. Every rookie gets, welcome to the league contact. Clark got a collision course. Hip checks in transition. Off-the-ball elbows. Eye pokes disguised as hand fighting. Each cheap shot came with a shrug from officials and a smug grin from whoever delivered it. The message was clear. If you're going to lift our ratings, you're also going to eat our forearms. For 2 months, Clark answered with diplomacy and deep threes. But each bruise turned Indiana's bench a darker shade of furious, the question hanging over every timeout. Who's going to handle the nonsense so Caitlin can handle the scoreboard? Sophie never auditioned for the role. She arrived with the resume in boldface. Mizzou days, elbows at full speed. Phoenix seasons, screens that rattled teeth. By the time Indiana signed her, coaches already whispered, she's an attitude in sneakers. What nobody predicted was how personally she'd take Clark's protection. First week of practice, she started calling the rookie cash cow. Not a joke, an oath. Protect the revenue, protect the revolution. Teammates laughed. Opponents should have listened. J.C. Sheldon faceguards Clark, swipes across the bridge of her nose. Clark flinches, officials shrug. Clark gently pushes Sheldon away. Ball's dead, whistles silent. Out of nowhere, Marina Mabry sprint shoves Clark into the hardwood like a free safety blowing up a slant route. Crowd gasps, benches rise. Enter Cunningham. Full sprint, forearm wall. Wraps Sheldon. Eyes Mabry. Growls something that doesn't need subtitles. Chaos blooms. Refs huddle. Fans boo. Commentators try to sound calm while replay screens loop the shove from every angle. Result? 2 technicals, 1 flagrant one, 0 ejections. Translation. Open season officially declared. Cunningham's next 11 minutes redefined legal aggression. She hedged every Sun pick like a freight train, bodies ricocheting. She chest-boxed Tina Charles off the block, forcing fadeaways Charles stopped practicing 5 years ago. She cleaned glass with elbows pointed south, daring anyone to jump with her twice. Stat line? Modest. 4 points, 5 boards, 2 steals. Impact? Monstrous. Indiana plus 19 while she was on the floor. Connecticut guards suddenly hunting the corners instead of the lane. Every time Clark curled off a pin down, Sophie ghost screened and gave the defender a souvenir bruise. Message delivered. The side effect of an active bodyguard? Space. Glorious, undefended space. After the flagrant trilogy, Clark rattled off 11 points in 4 possessions. Step back 3, transition dime, logo pull-up, free throw pair. The Sun defense looked less physical and more philosophical, pondering existence as Clark's jumper hissed through the net. For the first time all night, Connecticut's help defenders hesitated. Hesitation versus Clark is a turnover with music. Indiana's 8-point halftime edge ballooned to 16 in a blink. Cunningham didn't celebrate, she patrolled. Twitter detonated under hashtag #EnforcerSophie. Clips of her wrap-up tackle trended above MLB highlights. Former pros weighed in. Every superstar needs a protector. Clark just found hers. Front office execs quietly emailed agents, who's available with 6 fouls and no fear? Meanwhile, League HQ faced louder questions. Why is the biggest draw treated like a tackling dummy? How many flagrant ones equal a flagrant message? Cunningham's post-game IG story fanned the flames, a locker room selfie with one caption. Step to her, answer to me. No emojis, no tags, just a promise. One night changed through dynamics Indiana's identity. Not just the Clark show, now it's Clark and Shield. Opponents math hard, foul, risk reward just shifted. Extra points feel cheaper than extra bruises. League optics. Every non-call on Clark is now a spotlight moment. Viewers aren't casual, they're counting receipts. Expect rosters to sign one more forward for toughness. Expect refs to scan film with heightened sensitivity. And expect Clark's production to climb because freedom follows fear, and Cunningham's presence is a neon sign that reads fear. Approved. Caitlin Clark will keep raining 30-footers. That's inevitable. The real variable was whether anyone could keep the cheap shots in check. Sophie Cunningham answered that in 240 volcanic seconds. Connecticut learned first. The rest of the WNBA is penciled in for the sequel. So next time a defender winds up for an off-ball hit, they should remember two things. Cameras catch everything, and Sophie's already moving at full speed. Touch the franchise, meet the firewall. Drop Enforcer Sophie in the comments if you're riding with the new order. Smash subscribe and grab popcorn, because The Bodyguard just made every Fever game must-see TV.